Hey everybody, this is graphic designer Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com, helping you create something awesome today. So today we're going to actually open up something from GotPrint.com. You guys might remember in my Why Business Cards Still Matter rant video that I talked about that I use GotPrint.com and I'm going to be using moo.com for some other things. So I got a free sampler here like I said I was going to do of what GotPrint has to offer so I can show you guys beyond just my business cards and client business cards what it is that they have to offer in terms of print materials. They send you this for free, so if you want to get one for yourself, feel free to do that with the link in the description. It is not an affiliate link. I'm not getting paid by them in any way for this stuff. I just want to share it with you, let you make an informed decision. But if we can show them some numbers, if we can show them that, hey, people from the channel are interested in gotprint.com, and you click on that link, that's a tracking link for me, and I can throw numbers at them, we might be able to maybe work out something and get some discounts on some of our print work, so why not do that? But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get into what they sent me here. We're going to see what the quality of this print work is. Okay, so right off the bat, they're crushing it. I'm going to tell you, right off the bat, take a look at that. Presentation matters, people. They're crushing it. So I would expect that if I order a printed folder, a presentation folder for my stuff from GotPrint, that is probably going to come out something like this. So this is already a bigger and better and more expensive presentation than the moo.com stuff, which you might have seen in the previous video. So that's interesting, and I love that. Strong start. And then look at all the stuff we got here. Wow. Oh, wow. We got a ton of stuff here to go through. I mean, just look at that. I mean, are you not sold? Okay, but this is fun. This is going to be interesting. All right, so let's start with this thing. This looks like, according to them, it's a gloss book. So I can see what the point of each point of gloss is. I can see what 100-pound gloss looks like, 80, 70 offset, recycled on dull text. I can see gloss coated. I can see and feel what every option I have, premium uncoated cover. I can see what the finish and the gloss and the texture is of all of these and make an informed decision now. So maybe I'll just stop doing regular gloss on some of my stuff. Maybe I'll do, because I feel that, okay, it's strong enough, the weight's good, maybe I'll do some recycled, save the environment, or maybe I'll do some of this premium, spend a bit more money because, it feels very sturdy, or this dull cover because that looks very nice and it's not as reflective. There's reasons to do all of that, and now I can make an informed decision. Or if I'm recommending something to a client in an in-person meeting, now I have this to let them go through and say, hey, let's make a decision about this. So that's very cool, and that empowers me as a designer. I love that. Let's go to something I know I care a lot about, business cards. Now, I already showed you like the quality of my business cards. I love them, but we have all these different options for business cards. We've got this 20-point trifecta triple layered. There was something similar from Moo, and this feels really good, and I like the difference in the size here, the wide version of the card. That's interesting. This feels really good, and it's got that color border, so I like that. We've got this gloss 24, and this one looks like this is a tent card. So this is a tent card. This isn't even just a regular business card. This is a tent card that stands up like that. And marketing-wise, this could be great for conventions. This can be great for events for your marketing. So if you're a photographer and you're going to a bridal expo, this is tremendous. Or if you're a wedding photographer and you are doing the wedding photography, you could put these on all of the tables and then all the couples can take them home. That's amazing. I love that. Rounded business cards, rounded edges. This is getting very popular. It might be too popular. And the thing is, I think for some businesses this makes sense. I think for others, the more formal, hard edge business card is better. But you have the option. You see how it looks and how it feels and how it would fit and how it compares. So I like that. The recycled 1 point. For being recycled paper, this still feels very good and very sturdy. I like that. This dull cover, this is growing on me because of just the thickness and the weight and how it's not as reflective. I like that. and that's growing on me. I might go that direction for another run of business cards. The premium, always a good choice. And then this is a glossy coated sticker. And again, I'm thinking of doing some interesting things with stickers for the Create Awesome brand and for personalizing some of my stuff. So I might go with GotPrint or Moo.com for those. But I love what GotPrint's done with theirs here. And I love the size of this. And this feels more like it would fit with some of the Create Awesome stuff. So that's got my attention. Hanging tags. All right. So again, these are pretty cool, and I could put these on my camera bags, and this might be good and might be useful and might help identify and differentiate my stuff, and that could be very good. But there's other reasons to use that. There's merch stuff you could do with that. This is an event ticket, and so if you ever do something for a play or a show or what have you, a movie screening, this is good, and they'll do the randomization of the numbers for the individual tickets for you. Just plug that into the design template. And again, this is really sturdy. I love how this came out. And so that's an option. So now we know what that would look like in the real world. And that's very cool. Brochures. See, and this is the other thing. It's like, look at all the options. For basically everything that GotPrint.com has to offer, they sent us a sample. So now we know. We don't have to second guess it. We know what this stuff would look like in the real world. And then look, inside, they show us the CMYK. They show us how this would look and what this print's like. And I love that this talks about, this is actually a very informative piece here because this talks about everything you would need to know for printing, for print materials and brochures. So I like that aspect of it. I like that talks about trimming zones, the safe zones, the bleed zone, resolution, file formats. I love that they did that with their brochure. I thought that's super clever for a print company to do. Big respect and props to you guys for that. Envelopes. If you do a lot of invoicing, if you do a lot of local stuff as a designer or as a small business person, whoever you are, then getting envelopes that are customized to your brand might be something you're interested in. This is what it would look like if you got that. So again, I think that's very cool. I think that's unique. I think the fact that you can do some really interesting things with the branding there, I think it's valuable. I think it adds a personal touch. So I think that's actually a good business direction to go. I know people are print's dead, digital's cheaper. Yes, but if digital's cheaper at scale, and you can still win in digital marketing. I'm going to do a debate about digital versus traditional marketing. I'm going to do a rant about it, but and then I'll do some supplemental videos. And it might be a small business Saturday thing instead of a graphic design Mondays thing. But the point is that there is a value to this. There is a type of market and a type of business for whom this would be very effective. Not every business, as it was in the past, maybe 20 or 30 years ago, needs to look at doing this, but there are some businesses and some niches that would gain tremendous value from investing in something like this, especially if like 80% of their market is local and only 20% of it is online e-commerce, then I would say that there is some value to that and that personal touch and that sense of community and tangibility, and that you can leverage that to build brand loyalty. But again, I'll have to do a whole nother video on that kind of thing. So same thing with postcards. Again, very nice quality stock, tremendous value there. Tent postcards. Again, if you are a photographer in the wedding space, I highly recommend that you take advantage of something like this and that you put your branding on there, but you put like amazing, a beautiful wedding shot, something nice, maybe the bride and groom, a kiss or something, not from that wedding, but just in general so that people can see your stuff. And then maybe the other side is other work you've done and your contact information. The inside obviously is some services and some more sampling. You could do that. So I would think that tent cards are a really great way to market if you're in the event space as an event planner, a wedding coordinator, possibly if you are a choreographer of some kind, definitely if you're a photographer and videographer. I would say that that has enormous value for you and your ability to market yourself. You guys are going to make me do a lot of marketing videos. I can already feel it. From the questions that I know are going to be in the comment section, you guys are going to make me do these marketing videos. Bookmarks. I'm thinking about doing something with bookmarks. I'm thinking that I could do bookmarks that might have some valuable either design or marketing information and advice or reminders or quick tips and then some cool design stuff and that you guys might be interested in that. Let me know if you want to see that from me in the comment section below and if you would buy that if I put it out there. So bookmarks can be cool. And bookmarks are also something, if you are a graphic designer and you're going into interviews for jobs or you're going into client meetings a lot, I would say spend a little bit of money and get some customized bookmarks with the same or some of the information that's on your business card, but are branded or something that your client might think is clever or inspiring or motivational, and put that on a bookmark and give that as a leave behind in every meeting so that they have a bookmark. Because somewhere they've got a book and they probably haven't bought a bookmark in years. That's going to make you memorable. It's going to be endearing, and they're going to think of you, and they're going to have a way to contact you. So if you're a graphic designer and you're going into interviews or meetings, a little investment in addition to your business cards in bookmarks that are branded might be something that you need to look at doing. Rip cards. So what these are they become a combination of a flyer and then a business card that you can rip off here at the bottom. Again, this could be very good in the event marketing space, an event marketing opportunity. I highly recommend that. Door hangers. These might not be nearly as useful depending on what your situation is, where you're marketing, who your customers are, but they could be a great specialty item. And if you're a designer doing stuff for like campaigns or local event marketing or for causes, then you might need to look in how to do this, and you might need to know what the quality is, and you might need to show this kind of thing to your client. So I would say take a look at that. This is one of the larger postcards for direct mail, and this is huge. And if this doesn't get the point across, I don't know what does. And we're finishing it off with a glossy 8.5 by 11 flyer. So again, this might be something that you want to look into as a designer of what an 8.5 by 11 glossy flyer looks like for your clients. And you can see the quality on this is just tremendous, and that the way the imagery from the photography plays out, that's really good. If you're somebody that's doing, I would say possibly if you're a photographer, I keep going back to photographers because I know that they do very well with print marketing specifically, but if you were one of those few photographers that's still making a living at family portraits and engagement sessions, this might be useful to you. Obviously for political campaign stuff, this is useful. For event marketing, this is super useful. So I would say take a look at this. It's not very expensive and the quality is amazing. All right. And looks like we got a letterhead here, and it's also a thank you from them, from GotPrint. So that's very cool. And you can see it here. Letterhead's not something as many people use anymore, but it's still valuable. A lot of people actually prefer to just get that printed themselves. They have a designer incorporated into the templates from their branding package, and then they just print it at the office. But you could get that through GotPrint if you wanted to. Now, me personally, I probably would use GotPrint for my letterhead stuff because I don't want to tie up my printer and have all that noise going on per se. So I would just order it out for those reasons, especially since with all the recording I have to do and all the editing that I do, I probably just don't want a bunch of, I only like print like 5 sheets at a time because it takes a couple of seconds and that's it. So that's why I would probably do that instead of doing it in-house. Depending on what your business is, you might go a different way, but the option is there. So I think that this package from GotPrint of all this amazing print sample material that they sent us was tremendous. I think that it holds a lot of value for you guys. I highly recommend them. They've done right by me. They've done right by my clients. And I feel like if you try them out that you won't be disappointed. But if you don't want to take my word for it, you can get a free sample from them yourself. And I think that you should do that anyway, especially if you're a designer, because then you can, if you have local clients, you can show them the options and you can make recommendations. And even for your clients abroad, you can make recommendations and you send them snapshots. You could, whatever, and you can tell them what it actually feels like and looks like. So I think that this has tremendous value. And if you're on the fence about any of this, you have this video now kind of like as a reference, and you know that you can order it yourself and that you'll be able to see and feel what this stuff is actually like. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you still have questions about printing or about print marketing, I want to hear that stuff in the comment section. I'll try and answer as many of your questions as I can. Let me know if there are other videos on print stuff you want me to do and what that looks like. Let me know who you're printing with right now and what your experience has been. And if I should order a sample from them, do they have a sample available so that I can bring it onto the channel here and we can get a real feel for it. Anyway, like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, create something awesome today, even if it's in print.